This is my dad, he's pretty old. He likes eating hot stuff and making knives. So if you like this, please subscribe.
Or don't. I don't care either way.
Hey, don't interrupt me. Anyways, it's Spirited Reaper.
What's up, y'all? It's been a long while, but it's finally fall. I got that little washer in there. Barrett found it on the railroad tracks. So let's make something today. Anvil's all rusty and dusty. Looks rough, but heck, we'll knock that out of there today. Let's see what we can make. Alright, forgive me if my technique is bad, because, you know, it is me. I actually use tongs today, which is going to be odd in itself. There, 5 seconds in, almost dropped it. Not a big fan of the tongs. There it is there. It's just a little C hopping around. Throw him back in there and let him heat up again. What kind of steel it is, but seems to move okay. I guess since there's not very much, make a blacksmith style knife and no edge on it. It'll be a Play-Doh cutter for my toddler. I'll get him all lined out here. I'm actually using tongs today. Again, smoking's bad. Don't do that. I do have safety glasses up there. I have masks over here. I just don't learn, so I guess I don't wear them. But you guys probably should. Everything in here, hot. No touching. Right now I'm just trying to get a general shape. Kind of stretch this thing out. See what we can come with here. See what we get. Starting to look like a little short butter knife. Flip him around. I'm going to draw that fat part way out long so it can be loop-de-loop. Always keep a bucket of water down there. Everything in here's hot. Now is just drawing this thing out. You gotta have the tail of it to be pretty long to draw it out and make it into a blacksmith knife. Now this is not going to be sharp. Not going to be an edge on it or nothing like that, because I'm going to give it to my toddler so when he's cutting his Play-Doh up, he's got him a fancy knife for Play-Doh. Well, you can tell I haven't done this in a while. I'm slow with it. So far, there we go. There's the tail of it. That will be the blade part of it. Throw it back in here. All those little pieces of hot everywhere. Forgot how fun this can be. Get up here on it. Get a little bit of a banana shape, so we'll fix that real quick. We've got a little bit more. Got some handle established. Now let's work on this blade portion of it. It is there. We're getting somewhere now. Starting to look a little better. Hammering in the bevels, that's why I got it tipped a little bit. There's no grinding on this knife because it's not going to have an edge. I'm just going to hammer this down until the spine side is pretty thick. I don't know if you can see that, but the blade side will be a lot thinner. Still working on these bevels. I like hammering mine in. Plus I got a 1x30 Harbor Freight, so it's not the best in the world to be grinding with, so whatever you can do with the hammer and the anvil is better in the long run. Saves you a lot of time and trouble. I will say the grinder ain't that bad. As long as you buy decent quality belts. I get mine on Amazon. So, combat abrasives make some decent ones for a 1x30. What do you think of that? Starting to look like something. I think you can slice up some Play-Doh with it. back out. Nice soft blows on it. If the steel is hot, you don't have to beat the living fire out of it, pun intended. I think that'd be good for cutting some Play-Doh up. Maybe give him a little bit better of a tip to it, but he's 3, so he don't really need, you know, something sharp or pointy, so we'll keep it as rounded as humanly possible. Man, I ain't done this in a long time. Spin this thing around politely there, not get my hand. Work this piece down to a little point so we can give it a little curlicue. Gotta get the end of this pointy piece real small, because that's the little tail thing at the end of it. I don't know what it's called, I'm just gonna call it a tail. I get a hold of this thing good. You don't want hot steel flying at you. Always hold on to it nice and tight. Take them edges off real quick, make that more round. I think I got one more. Yep, there's 4 right there. Alright, let's get that whittled down. Alright, next I'm going to put it right here at the edge of the horn. You can't see. Give it a little spin. Take it way up here on the edge of the horn. Wrap this little thing around. Hold up real good here. Little curlicue in it. Now let's go ahead and swoop this around. This is kind of the wonky part, because as you go around, it does try to get out of whack and sideways. You kind of got to keep yourself together. Get your loops. We'll do one more pass with the heat. Kind of tighten up that little loop piece right in here, and then we're going to stamp it. Now we're going to use this 1,000,000-pound hammer. Big old thing right there. We're going to put a little finger swell in for his hand. Right in here. So I want to just be nice and easy. I don't want to mess up everything I've, worked on. Just kind of want to get that just a little bit down in there. Now when he wraps his hand around the back of it, he can set his finger right in here in this spot. Man, that's hot. But alright, let's heat up the blade. Give him the old bearded reaper stamp. Make sure he's straight, and call it good. Might help me turn the blade around. Alright, going in that way. Alright, I bought this little bitty stamp. It's got a B and R for bearded reaper. Bought it 4 days before the war broke out in the Ukraine. Apparently this came from Kharkiv. So it's kind of wild that I got that way, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to set it down here and we'll grab this knife. Set knife up here nice and pretty. Grab this. Find me a good spot. I think right there looks good. Give it a good whack. Pull it back off. Now, let's see. Make sure he's good and straight. Get all the forge scale loose off of it here. If you can see, maybe if I flip it, get in there. There's the B and the R. See it? Just a simple BR, bearded reaper. Well, right there is what we made. It was from a railroad washer of some sort. Basically from one of those, except for it was a piece that was missing a chunk out of it. So about minus that much. Whew, hot. About that much. Made me a little Play-Doh cutter. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this. You learned something maybe. Hey, that's hot. We learned that. And safety first, stay spicy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.